What is going on, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to my weekly Q&A series, which is called A Bit About Me, the weekly series where you learn a bit about me. Yes sir, and madam, indeed. So, just a quick kind of recap of what the series is about. You ask me questions and I answer your questions. That is basically it. It doesn't have to be a straight up boring question. It can be anything. It would be my opinion on a certain thing, something about me, or would you rather do this or do that? You know, the general normal kind of questions. It's basically, you give me a topic, you give me a question, you give me anything, and I may very well reply to you in the next week's episode. And I've just pissed away 50 seconds of your life. I do most certainly apologise, so let's get to it with question number 1 from J. Dowd. Do you think brown sauce is better than red sauce on a big meaty sausage? Now, sausages aside, no, never, not one bit. Brown sauce and barbecue sauce for that matter, in fact, pretty much every sauce that isn't ketchup is just demon sauce. It's not nice. It's not nice. I don't know how else to say this. Ketchup is almost pretty close to being the only sauce that I will ever have. Ketchup is the only table sauce that I'll have, I will say that. Ketchup is a delicious sauce and all other sauces are just not nice, not at all. The only other sauces that I would consider are curry sauce, because curry sauce is alright, you know, in certain situations, as is like a sweet chili sauce or something like that, or, you know, like a sweet and sour sauce, but no. Brown sauce in no world ever, anywhere, will ever beat red sauce. Hands down, that would not happen. And while we're on the topic of sauces, mayonnaise. What is with mayonnaise? It's horrible. It really is horrible. Nobody in the right mind should ever enjoy mayonnaise. I could do a full commentary about mayonnaise. I may even do that. No, I won't. I'll bore you. But no, mayonnaise is even worse than brown sauce. If I try and buy a sandwich from a supermarket, every single one of those bastards has got mayonnaise on it, and I hate the shit. Everyone goes, oh, let's go get a sandwich for the car ride, and I'm like, yeah, alright, I'm down with that. And then I don't get a sandwich because they've all got mayonnaise on. I don't really think that's fair. That's not very fair at all, and before I start crying, I think it's probably about time that I move on to the next question, isn't it? Because I'm feeling pretty emotional right now. Alright, the next question, Worm Z. Sorry about my cold, by the way, so if you can hear me sniffling, I've had this for like the past 3 weeks, so if you can hear me sniffling in any videos coming up, that's why. I apologise. It's not my fault. Blame people that give me these evil viruses. Anyway, what is your favourite gun on Black Ops 2? And is it the same gun as your favourite on Modern Warfare 3? And by the second part of that question, I assume that you think that my favourite gun on Modern Warfare 3 was the MP7, which you are incorrect. You know what, I've not even played Modern Warfare 3 since Black Ops 2 comes out, or has come out rather, and I can't even remember what guns are in that game, so no. That is not true. I do not like the MP7. I apologise if that isn't what you're getting at, but I think it must be. But my favourite SMG on Black Ops 2 is the MSMC. I think that's what it's called. It's like the 4th, 5th unlock, like level 30 something unlock. And my favourite assault rifle, this is quite funny, because I have never even unlocked it myself. But every single time I pick it up off the ground, I own with it. So that is why this is my favourite assault rifle. And it is the AN-94, which I think it's a level 55 unlock. And that is what I will be using my next prestige token thing on. But the AN-94 is a really good gun. So yeah, the MSMC and the AN-94, between those two, it's weird me even saying this, but it probably would be the AN-94. I don't even know if that's the right gun. It could be. It's not an AK-94. I think it is the AN-94. But yeah, that is actually a really good gun, even though I'm pretty certain I've only used it about 5 or 6 times, and that's just when I've picked it up off the floor. But every single time I've done well with it, and hopefully when I unlock it, Yeah, hopefully when I unlock it, it won't change. Yeah, hope that answers your question, fine sir. Yes. Anyway, moving on to the next one. From Dan G. Hey Nick, 2 questions if that's alright. Well, it's going to have to be now, isn't it? It's going to have to be. But I do like the second one, so yeah. What is your most embarrassing moment? And why are you so hilarious? Well, what can I say? I'm not that funny. Honestly, I'm really not that funny. I guess it's just in me, you know? I guess it's just in me. But at the same time, I can be a pretty boring and dull person at the same time. So yeah, take that with a grain of salt. My most embarrassing moment, probably, I don't even know off the top of my head because I'm quite an embarrassing person at times, you know, and embarrassing to myself, should I say. But the thing that comes to my mind straight away is in, say, year 9 or 10 of high school. I don't know if you are familiar with the term pantsing. It is basically where you go up behind somebody and you pull their pants down. Yeah, it sounds hilarious, doesn't it? So yeah, in year 9 or 10 of high school, we were doing PE outside. I think we were doing like javelin and discus and stuff like that. But that's not important. We were just doing general field sports. But yeah, pantsing was quite a popular thing to do back then. I don't know why. I never did it myself. Seems quite strange thinking about it. But yeah, everybody would go around pulling each other's pants down. It was quite funny, you know, thinking about it. When you saw it happening to somebody else, it was quite funny. But the one time it happened to me, it kind of backfired. And usually what they'd do is they would pull your shorts down, leaving the underwear firmly in place. The underwear's still there, no penises are hanging out. But this time, because I was wearing some slightly looser boxers than I would normally wear, my boxers came down at the same time. So everybody, including the teachers, got a fantastic look at my penis, and that was incredibly embarrassing. Yeah, a young, how old would I have been? 14, 15-year-old. You know, I don't want to be showing my willy to people that I don't want to be seeing it. You know, it's not a funny thing. It was quite embarrassing. But yeah, other than that, you know, there's been a few other things, but I think that's probably tops it off. I don't think I've ever felt as embarrassed as I did that day. So yeah, that is my most embarrassing moment. I hope that is adequate enough for you. Alright, the next question from Taco Boy 164. Would you rather suck a guy's penis and then after you can get all the ladies you want, or be with ugly girls for the rest of your life? Right, so by all means, I'm not a shallow person, but compared, you know, ugly girls or attractive girls, you know, there's only one right answer. Irregardless, if you're gonna put personalities out of the equation, it's ugly versus attractive, and you know, everybody's got a different definition of what ugly is, but yeah, ugly versus attractive. And for the sake of sucking a guy's penis, I could always have an attractive girlfriend or a lady or wife or whatever in the future. I'd do it. Probably. Yeah. I'd probably... No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that, but no, yeah, I probably would. I probably would. Because, yeah, it's an image thing. It's an image thing. But with that said, I would also like to mention... I don't know. Oh, that's actually... I don't know. I was thinking about something then, and it kind of went into my mind the wrong way, and... No, that's right. Put a willy in my mouth so I can have good-looking girls for the rest of my life. Like I said, I'm not a shallow person. Do not think I'm shallow, but I probably would suck a guy's penis for that very reward. Anyway, final question before I Well, before somebody actually decides to put a penis in my mouth, because I don't really want that to happen. Not really. Anyway, last one. Da Unicorn. And I'm gonna, well, from now on, I'm gonna call you the Unicorn. So, the Unicorn asks, would you rather eat your left foot or buy a toaster that always burns your toast? Right. That's a big question, because I actually quite enjoy my toast. I do. I could go without it, but, you know, would losing my left foot be worth it? Maybe it would. Maybe it would. Could I change my eating habits to get rid of toast out of my diet altogether? Yeah, I probably could. I probably could. So, in fact, now you say, or buy a toaster that always burns your toast. So I'm guessing I've only just bought this toaster, and every single time I try to have toast, it's burnt it. You know, I'm a pretty sensible guy. I keep my receipts. I'm going to take that back, and I'm going to get a new one. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to take that bad boy back, and I'm going to get a new one that doesn't burn my toast, which makes it all nice and golden. Golden toast. Golden toast toaster. That is what I'm going to buy. I'm going to get my money back, and I'm going to buy a different brand of toaster, because that brand has lost my respect. Nah, that's right. Think about that. Think about that. Yeah. Once again, I have looked past the question and ruined it for everybody. But no. Maybe I would just come accustomed to the burnt charcoaly black. No, I'd never get used to that. It's just not a nice thing. You know what? Flip the question around a little bit. Or flip the answer around a little bit. What if I ate my left foot and I enjoyed it? What if I enjoyed it, right? And, you know, obviously I've only got one left foot. I could easily take my right one, but that's not what I'm thinking. If I acquire a taste for human flesh, I'm probably going to become a cannibal. And that isn't going to benefit me or anybody else, let's be honest. So, I would probably, if I had to, I would eat the burnt toast every day, just because, you know, being a cannibal, you know, hell, I might even enjoy it, but I'm thinking of the greater good of everybody. I'm not being selfish here, you know. If I was being selfish, hell, I would eat people. I don't know how I got to cannibalism really from this. I suppose it was quite a simple step, but yeah, I believe if I was to eat my left foot, I may enjoy it, and I may become a cannibal. And due to those fears, I would rather buy a toaster that would always burn my toast. And I do most certainly hope that is an adequate question. An adequate answer to your question, Mr. Unicorn. Yes. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's A Bit About Me. These appear to be getting longer and longer and longer, and I don't know if that's a good thing. Do you prefer the longer episodes, or would you rather I kept them to, you know, like an 8-9 minute length kind of thing? Let me know. And as always, I've been Nick, and if you have a question for me, leave it in that comment section below for the chance to get featured in the next episode. And one final thing, if you have Facebook and Twitter, feel free to follow me there, because I would very much appreciate it. And I think that's the first ever time that I've asked. In fact, well, no, it's probably not. It's probably the first time that I've asked in over a year, though. That's crazy, right? I should have probably done that at the start of the video. Anyway, I'm rambling on, and it is about to hit 14 minutes, so peace.